Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer and I'm a waxaholic, and today I've got a Scentsy video to share with you guys. So I have warmed through all of the Bring Back My Bar Scentsy bars for July 2024, and I wanted to share my warm reviews with you guys. So I was kind of on the fence about ordering the collection, and I ordered it late, but I'm really glad that I did. These were some really fun bars, and really enjoyed warming them. There were a few surprises, so I'm just gonna talk through each one. I've got my list here with all of them in alphabetical order with the scent notes, and then my notes here when I warmed them. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm doing. Also, I apologize for the lighting. It's very early in the morning. I just got back from the dermatologist. That's why my face isn't done. So sorry about the lack of makeup, but you know, it is what it is. I just had a few minutes to film this quickly and just wanted to go ahead and get it done. So that way, if you were on the fence about ordering some of these July 1st when they become available, that you would have some information to possibly help. So if you'd like to hear my warm reviews on all 25 of the Bring Back My Bar bars, then grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's chat wax. Okay, you guys, so these bars will be available for everyone on July 1st. I don't know the exact time, but I will post the details here on the screen as well as in the description box down below. My Scentsy website is always in my description box, so if you don't have a consultant you're currently working with, I would love to help you. And let's just get started with these bars. Okay, so first on the list is Apple Crush, a 1-2 punch of green apple and sweet apple blossom. So I warmed this in my daughter's room and the kids' bathroom, and this was really fun, bright apple. I feel like apple scents that just have apple in them are nothing really super unique, but this was a really fun, sweet, bright, fresh apple. And I actually really like the green apple in this. The apple blossom is a little bit floral, but not too heavy floral. So to me, this just is a really nice combo of a tart green apple and then the sweetness of that apple blossom. Not super floral, like I said. It's just sweet and also sour and tart. So it's kind of giving me like a sour apple candy vibe, a sour apple blow pop, sour apple Jolly Rancher, something like that. And this is really bright and fun. I feel like it's a good like summertime apple scent. This doesn't scream fall. Of course, you can warm it in the fall, but this is just really fun. It was a really good performer. I would say a medium performer. And I don't know that it's club worthy for me because I'm not like a huge Apple fan, but in the Apple family, like I didn't mind this one. So if I had more bars of this, would definitely warm it, but I don't know if it's something that I really need to stock up on. Okay, next up is Berries Jubilee. Juicy, ripe summer berries in a billowy cloud of whipped cream laced with vanilla. I did this in my open concept. It was a light to medium throw. To me, this smells very waxy on cold. It almost is giving me like a coconut type of a scent. And I feel like sometimes when Scentsy does coconut scents, they come off as waxy to me on cold and warm. So this one kind of gives me that same like waxy, coconutty kind of a vibe, even though there's no coconut notes in here. And it wasn't a favorite for me. I didn't hate it, but it definitely wasn't a love. I'm kind of indifferent towards it, but I'm not going to get any more bars of it. I don't need any more. I feel like I like Jam and Jubilee, which is the scent of the month right now. I like that a whole lot better. And there's a lot of other berry scents that Scentsy does that I just much prefer over this one. So that is Berries Jubilee. Next up is Berry Bubble Blue, a delicious blast of blue raspberry, tart green apple, and spun sugar. So this one was a really pleasant surprise for me. I warmed this one in my office. I have 2 warmers in here. We have high ceilings in this room, and this performed so well. It was very strong. It actually wafted through my open concept right outside the French doors, and I could smell this really, really strongly. And I liked it on cold, but I feel like it just really opened up on warm, and I really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. And this is a standout for me. I probably won't club it. I might club one bar of it, but I would definitely get a couple more just to stock up on and have. It's just a really fun fruity scent. Kind of creamy as well. It's the blue raspberry and green apple play really well together, and then that spun sugar gives it a little bit more of a sweetness and also adds a little bit of creaminess to it, in my opinion. It's not super harsh or super like fruity, candy, like artificial. That's what I was kind of scared of with this one. But it's just like a creamy, fruity scent. It's really fun. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Berry Bubble Blue. Next up is Blackberry Meringue. Blackberry, sugared fig, black plum, and a pinch of ground spice. So this one for me on cold was okay. I smelled a little bit of that spice, and that was kind of making me second guess it. Sorry about the lighting, you guys. The sun is just like coming out and it's probably washing out the lighting in here. I really apologize. But I did this one in my open concept and it did pretty well. It was a good medium throw and I liked it a lot better on warm than I did on cold. I would pick up a few more bars of this just to have on hand. And then I saved a piece of it and I warmed a piece of it with breakfast blend. And I really enjoyed that combination of the scents. And so I may pick up a few more bars just to have on hand for that combo as well as other blends, but it is really beautiful on its own as well. And I'm really glad that that plum comes out a little bit more on warm. Blackberry, fig, and plum, those dark berries are just my vibes right now. I just really love anything with fig, with plum, blackberry, love all of those dark berries. And it really is pretty and creamy. I had high hopes for this one and it kind of let me down on cold. So I'm really happy that I enjoyed it a lot more on warm. Okay, next up is Breakfast Blend, which is a coffee scent. Get buzzed on the pure scent of rich, just brewed coffee. So I'm not typically the biggest fan of coffee in wax. I love to drink coffee. I love to smell coffee. But when I warm it in wax, I feel like I get tired of it really quickly. I only want to warm it for a couple of hours. And for me, especially a Scentsy bar that's going to last for days, I just feel like it's kind of a waste because I only want to smell it just like for a couple of hours in the morning. And so if I warm it and then turn it off after a couple of hours, I just feel like it's not worth it. So I don't reach for coffee a ton. But this actually is a really beautiful coffee scent. I warmed this in two different combinations. Like I said before, I warmed it with Blackberry Meringue, really enjoyed it. I thought that they did really well together and alternating warmers. And then I actually warmed it again with Dulce de Leche, which I could not stand on cold. And I did, in my open concept, I did Dulce de Leche and Breakfast Blend and alternating warmers. And I really didn't mind it. I love the Breakfast Blend bar. It's very strong. It's a really good coffee scent. It's not skunky, but it is strong and it's a great performer. And then the Dulce de Leche, it smelled too creamy, almost sour. I think it's the custard in that bar. But with the Breakfast Blend, it just kind of like balanced each other out. And so it cut that really strong coffee. And so it made it more of like a vanilla latte and it was very creamy and I really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Now, do I want more Dulce de Leche? Am I going to club it? No. But if I have, I've got like a few more pieces of the bar that I have and I will definitely warm it and blend it with things. Probably will never melt it on its own because it's just not my vibe. But yeah, I was really impressed with that combination. So Breakfast Blend, I might put a bar in a club or I might just stock up, in July. But I really enjoyed this blended with the other things. Okay, so Buzzworthy, this was the only one I had tried of all of these bars. This is sugared almonds, creamy vanilla, and a drizzle of sweet honey. So to me, this new bar smells a little bit different than some of my older bars that I've gotten through D-Stashes. This newer one that I just got in June smells way more sweet, in my opinion. I compared them, and the older bars, I don't know if they've just had time to cure, so the oils kind of mesh, blend, and change a little bit. But my older bars, I get more of the honey, and it's more of a softer sweetness. But this one, I feel like is just really, really sweet. Now, I love almond, love honey, love vanilla. But this is just like really, really sweet. So I technically didn't warm this, but I have warmed several bars of it before. So I think I'm going to let this specific one cure and hopefully let some of that sweetness die down and more of that honey come out, because it really is a beautiful bar and it performs so well. I feel like this bar could go for like 3 to 4 days. It is a banger. It is so strong. It will just blast you out of your house. It's more of like a one piece in every third warmer kind of bar, in my opinion, because it's just like a super strong thrower. But yeah, like I said, this iteration of the bar is definitely different. So I'm hoping that it will tone down once it cures for a bit. So I'm going to save this one for a while. Probably will pop it in my club just because I love it. But I'm, again, hopeful that the sweetness will kind of die down a bit. Okay, next is Coconut Citrus Parfait, creamy coconut milk and vanilla bean with a hint of citrus. I did this in my open concept and it performed really well. It lasted all day. I really enjoyed it. I am not a citrus fan at all, like at all, but I really enjoyed this one. This one really surprised me. I think it's the coconut milk. I'm very much into coconut this year, and this gave me like a tropical vibe. The orange kind of brightened and freshened it up, and then that coconut milk gave it that tropical beachy vibe. The vanilla bean added more creaminess, a little bit of musk to it. And so this was super unique. I don't have anything like this, and it is just a hint of citrus. It's not overwhelming. This was really beautiful, and I would definitely pick up a couple more bars of this just to have. It's a really fun scent for the summer. Okay, next up is Coconut Daiquiri, a tropical blend of coconut milk, banana, and vanilla cream. So this one on cold was a little too harsh. I feel like the pineapple was just way strong on cold. So I warmed this one in my kids' bedroom and bathroom, and they like fruity scents like that. It doesn't bother them. And I thought too, like if it was too harsh on warm, it would be on the other side of the house. But honestly, on warm, it was a lot more creamy, which was great. I don't think it's a fave, but it was definitely less harsh. It was more of a creamy coconut, banana, pineapple blend instead of just that harsh, astringent pineapple. It was a medium performer, and I don't think I need any more of this. I think there's some coconut scents that I like better. I think I like Pina Colada Cha Cha better, honestly. But this was really pretty, and I know a lot of people were looking forward to this coming back. So that is Coconut Daiquiri. All right, next up was my favorite on cold. This was Dark Harbor, a romantic exotic fragrance of lime and blue-green mint with notes of watery ocean lavender and mysterious amber. Y'all, I loved this on cold. And I honestly love it on warm. I just wish it was a stronger performer. So the first time I warmed this one, I did it in my open concept with my blend idea of lime and sugar cane and Dark Harbor and every other warmer. I enjoyed it, but I feel like the lime and sugar cane was way stronger than Dark Harbor, and sometimes scents get lost in my open concept. So I warmed it again in my office, and it did better on its own in my office. I could smell it a lot better. I did 1 cube in each warmer, and while it wasn't a banger, it was definitely stronger than it was in the open concept. I would say a light medium, and I'm hoping with some cure time that this is going to get stronger because it is just the most beautiful aquatic blend. It's aquatic, then you get that base of like the lavender and amber, kind of grounds it, gives it a little bit of something, something. And it's just one of those scents. It is mysterious. It's like, it's aquatic, but you don't really know what else is in there. There's a little hint of mint. It's just gorgeous. It is right up my alley with the notes and how it smells. So I want to try to grab some older bars if I can find them and just see if they perform better. I will definitely club this anyway with hopes that it gets stronger because I can smell it, but I just want it to be super strong because it smells amazing. So that is Dark Harbor. And if any of you have warmed Dark Harbor before, let me know down below. Does it get stronger or is it just a lighter bar? Because, sometimes those like aquatic, more masculine fragrances like that, if they're too strong, it kind of gives a headache. But I still feel like there's enough like aquatic, watery notes in there so it won't do that. It's not super cologne-y. But just let me know if it gets stronger or how it performs for you in your home. Next up is Dulce de Leche, which we've kind of already talked about. A silky sweet golden custard of sugary caramel, rich cream, and just a touch of warm vanilla. It's just too sweet and like custardy. I just get an off-putting note in this on its own, which is why I had to blend it to warm it. I enjoyed this in every other warmer, like I said, with breakfast blend. I liked the creaminess that it gave to the coffee, but I would never warm this on its own just because of that note. It almost smells a little bit burnt. I get sort of like a rotten banana. And I don't even know why I get banana from this because banana isn't in here. And it's a little bit sour. I don't really like custard. So, I enjoyed this with breakfast blend, and I could probably do it as a blender, but never on its own. So definitely not club worthy for me, but I know so many people were looking forward to its return. Okay, next up, this is Farmer's Market. Crunchy carrot and cucumber with a hint of rose, which I have never had a bar or wax in general with carrot. So I warmed this in my office because I just felt like it was going to be a banger. And you guys, it really was. It was so strong. I put one cube in just one warmer in the office. I planned to put both warmers, like a cube in both warmers, but I just forgot. And I'm kind of glad I did because you guys, this one bar in my office was a banger. You could smell it throughout the entire house. Such a strong performer. I really loved it. It's unique. It's so pretty. It kind of just smells like you're outside. Flowers are blooming. It's more of like an authentic rose instead of a perfumey synthetic rose. It's more of like a garden rose, like you're outside. You can smell the greens. You can smell the garden. You can smell the cucumber. It kind of brightens and freshens it up. It's just a green, sweet rose. Really pretty, fresh green notes. And then that sweet, authentic rose. And just a banger. And I think this is club worthy because it's so unique and I have nothing else like it. So this is perfect for spring and even into summer if you're a seasonal melter. I really liked it. Next up is Happy Go Lucky. Luscious red berries, silky orchid, and Japanese plum floating on a cloud of amber vanilla. So this one is really light on cold. And it wasn't a favorite of mine. It kind of, I was just like, it smells okay. It's nothing special. And it's a little bit kind of subdued. It's a more subtle, perfumey type of a scent. But on warm, you guys, I warmed this in my office and I really enjoyed it. Now it is a little subdued on warm even, but I would pick up a few more of these bars and I liked it on warm a lot more than I thought I would. I feel like it smelled better on warm than it did on cold. It's just like a creamy body care perfumey type, but nothing too invasive. It's subtle and it's just a really nice scent. You could warm it any time of year. You get the dark berries, and then the amber vanilla is what's giving it that kind of body care perfume vibes. And so I really enjoyed it, honestly. It's not club worthy for me, but I would pick up a few more bars of it just to have. Next up is Highway Run. This was another one of my favorites on cold. Eucalyptus bud, cedar, amber, and vetiver grass. Warmed this in my bedroom and it was so beautiful, you guys. So to me, on cold, this is more woodsy. But I feel like on warm, you get woodsy and then it's very sweet. The sweetness really came out. It was so beautiful. It was a medium thrower for me in my bedroom bathroom. Loved it. Definitely club worthy for me. I feel like this is good on its own, but it would also be good blended. I feel like this is so pretty. It's just a sweet, woodsy, a little bit cologne-y. It's not too terribly masculine while being masculine. It's kind of fresh. It's just gorgeous. I really loved it. Highway Run is definitely club worthy for me. Really enjoyed that. Next up is Juicy Peach. Mouth-watering, freshly picked, sweet, juicy peach. I absolutely despised this on cold. It's very astringent. It smells like bleach or very chemical peach to me. I warmed this in my kids' bathroom. Again, they really like the fruity scents. And while it wasn't a favorite on warm, I liked it so much better warming than I do on cold. That really harsh chemical smell wasn't as strong to me. It was more of a true peach scent. Yeah, it's not as astringent on warm, but I definitely am not going to club it and I don't need any more of it, but I didn't mind it as much On warm, that is Juicy Peach. Next up is Lemon Lavender, inviting blend of tangy lemon and sweet lavender flowers. Another one that I really did not like on cold at all. This smells like, it's the same. It smells like ammonia. It smells like bathroom cleaner. It's a very harsh chemical lemon. Very harsh. When they say tangy, like tangy is the understatement of the century. It's harsh. Like it's chemical lemon bleach. I get no lavender in here on cold. So I warmed this in the kids' bathroom. My poor kids. I put all the scents that I hated in their bathroom. It's not as harsh on warm, but it's still not a favorite. I just didn't really care for it. The lemon was still just overpowering. It's basically all I smelled. Now, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't as chemical, but it was still very strong lemon, and I didn't really care for it. If it had like a sweet lavender or something to cut that, it might help it. But again, I did not detect any lavender at all. And it just is not a favorite. Definitely do not need any more of lemon lavender. Had such high hopes for that bar. Next up is lemon verbena, fresh lemon zest, bright lime, and verbena leaf. Now, this one I really liked on cold. It wasn't a favorite, but it gave me Bath & Body Works kitchen lemon vibes. It was just a bright, fresh lemon. I feel like this is something that you could warm after you've cooked seafood or on a day of cleaning. It's just a bright, refreshing, like herbal lemon scent. So I warmed this one in my bedroom. I actually blended it with Shakka, which to me was a little too cologne-y and I thought might give me a headache. So I blended it with this to kind of brighten it up and kind of cut that masculinity out. But I really liked this. This is really pretty. I might club it, or I may just grab 1 or 2 more bars because I feel like it's just a really good like cleanser to have when you're cleaning, like I said, or when you need to clear the air. And it's just fun and fresh, perfect kitchen scent. Lemon verbena. Next up is lime and sugar cane. This is lime and sugar cane cooled by an accord of frozen mint. I think this was a favorite of all of us from the live on cold. And so when I warmed this one, I blended it with Dark Harbor, like I said before in my open concept. This one was very, very strong. It literally, you could smell it immediately. It was very strong lime. I feel like you couldn't really smell the mint or the sugar cane on warm. It was way more of like the really, really kind of harsh lime. So I like this on cold, but it kind of did the opposite on warm. It's a really strong performer, and it was such a unique blend with the sugarcane, mint, and lime. It was a fun combo, but I feel like on warm, all I could smell was a harsh lime. So it was kind of a disappointment for me on warm. So I don't really think I need any more of this, but if you like these types of scents, if you really like lime, this one's a really strong thrower. Okay, next up is Red Delicious, crisp, juicy apples fresh from the orchard. Did this one in my open concept, and it was a decent performer. It was a medium. A lot of times apple scents are just like super bangers. This one was a medium. It's okay. It's nothing spectacular, nothing unique. It's just like an apple. And on warm, I kind of got a little bit of a spice, like a sweet spice note. So to me, this leans like more of a fall scent. But again, I feel like there's apple scents that I like better. And I don't really need any more of this because if it's just apple, then I feel like most of them are kind of basic and kind of the same. So it was good. I enjoyed it, but I don't need more of it. Next up is Reggae Sunset, juicy mandarin and orange blossoms with hint of lime and a spicy finish. Absolutely could not stand this one on cold. So of course I warmed it in my kids' bathroom. And it was a medium performance. It's very citrusy. It's very almost effervescent. And I liked it better on warm. I feel like it was more of a creamy citrus. But it's like still a little too harsh for me. Something about the combination, I don't know if it's the spice note in there or just the lime, and just because I'm not a citrus person and it was just too much for me, but Not a favorite. I think I'm going to send this to Steph, the Scented Gemini, because I know she really likes this one. But yeah, not a favorite. Definitely don't need more of it. Okay, next up is Sandalwood and Cranberries. Exotic Sandalwood, Sweet Cranberries, and Spice. I love Sandalwood, but I am not a big cranberry fan unless it's like a sweet cranberry marmalade. And I feel like this is a sweet cranberry, but something about this combination just turns my stomach. I just do not like it at all. I warmed this in my bedroom and bathroom, and I had to turn it off after a couple of hours. It was just nauseating to me. It made me literally, I just could not warm it. And I don't know if it's too sweet or too something, or it smells kind of like grape Dimetapp to me. It's very medicinal, and something about the combination of the cranberries with the sandalwood is just leaning heavy artificial grape. And I just think back to my childhood when I was sick and I hated grape cough syrup, and that's exactly what this smells like. So not a fan. I know Natalie likes this one, so I'll put it in a box for Nat and send it to her because I just cannot. Next is Sea Salt Mist. This is Driftwood, Beach Grass, Ocean Mist, Sea Salt, Mandarin, and Sultry Amber. I did this one in my bathroom. This was a medium performer. This wasn't a favorite of mine. Something about, I don't know if it's the Mandarin or a combination, because I love aquatic scents. I love sea salt. I love driftwood, beach grass, like ocean mist. These are all right up my alley. But something about this combination, I don't know that I was the biggest fan of it. I'm going to give it another shot. Maybe warm it again in a different room. Maybe I need to blend this with something. I don't know, but it smells good on cold, but it's kind of harsh on warm. And so I don't know that it was a favorite, but I'm going to give it another shot because I just feel like I need to like this because all the scent notes just scream my name. But I'm going to give this one another try and see if I like it any better. And if not, I'll give it to a friend. Okay, next up is Sea Sun and Fun. A splash of salt water, orange twist, scattered lily petals, and rays of sunny amber. This one I did in my bedroom and bathroom. This was a banger. I loved every second. It's very sunscreeny. I'm definitely going to put it in my club. This was one of my favorites from all of them. It smells kind of like a more aquatic version of Soak and Rays. It's similar to Soak and Rays, but I feel like there's more of that salt watery base. And I love it. This is definitely going in my club. Obsessed. A top contender for favorite on warm. Next up is Shakka. Classically cool, rich sandalwood infused with a splash of bergamot and lime. So this one, like I said, I melted it with lemon verbena in the same warmer in my bedroom. And it was a really nice blend. I loved the blend combination of the two. Like I said, it really cut the cologne-y, intense, like masculine scent because I feel like it was headache inducing for me on its own. So I really liked the two together. The lemon verbena brightened it and gave it more of a fresh, like herbal vibe. But I liked Shakka. I don't know that I'm going to club it, but I might pick up one or two more bars just to kind of have fun with blending and see how I do with it. Because it is a nice scent. It's just super cologne-y scents like this just give me a headache. So I'll get one or two more just to blend with things. Next up is Surfer Chick. Bubbly lemon tonic and guava frolic with sweet cherries and blackberries. So this one wasn't my favorite on cold just because I feel like the guava was all I could smell. But when I warmed this, I warmed it in my office. It was very light. It was a light medium and more light than medium throw. But I will say that the guava, I didn't smell it as strong on warm. And I liked it. I just wish this was stronger. And I wish they would just cut out the guava altogether. I feel like it would make it better because this is really fun. And I feel like this could be really, really good if it was stronger. So maybe with some cure time, it will get stronger. And as long as that guava just kind of stays in the background, I'm good with this. It's sweet and bubbly and fresh, and it's just really fun. So, yeah, I liked this one. I may grab one or two more bars of it. And then lastly, we have Wild Watermelon. A fun and fruity fragrance bursting with ripe watermelon, green apple, and scrumptious sugared pineapple. Did this one in my office. It was a very, very strong performer. I feel like that pineapple is there and it's giving me that same kind of harsh astringent vibe. It's very acidic and it's almost giving it an effervescence as well. So I don't really think I care for Scentsy's pineapple because it's very strong in this one. And I do get the apple and the melon, and it's a fruity, fun blend. But if you don't like pineapple, this might not be for you. I feel like it is more heavy on the watermelon and apple, but maybe it's just because I don't really care for pineapple, or I'm learning what blends I can do pineapple with that it's bothering me. But it's kind of like a harsh note in the background where I'm getting the pineapple. So it's pretty, it's fruity, but I don't need more of it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I liked the other fruity blends better. Like I liked the apple ones and the berry bubble blue. Those fruity blends better. Something about this one just wasn't my favorite. So I'm not going to get any more of these, but if you like watermelon, really sweet watermelon, apple, pineapple, those types of scents, then you would really like this one. So that's all 25 of the bars that I warmed. I'm going to continue warming them in like different combinations in different rooms, but just wanted to share my initial warm thoughts with you so you could use this information to help you decide if you're going to go in for clubbing or to buy some of these bars when they're available on July 1st. So hopefully this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, or weekend. Please don't forget to like and comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you all on my next video very soon. Bye.